We have a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, young ladies, how are you? Hi,
Good.
young ladies. As a 36-year-old female with two children, aged 16 and 13, I've told my children that I've had abortions. I've had 3 abortions, and I'm not ashamed of it because at the time I was struggling. The father wasn't involved, and I would rather have done that than maybe left the kid on the side of the road. See, people don't know that how mentally stressed you are when you
Mhm.
have children that you can't take care of. So I just wanted to leave a comment and congratulate you young ladies for speaking on this topic. I was just cooking and came out of my kitchen and had to come and comment, y'all. You
Thank
all
you.
keep
Thank
it
you.
going.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so
And
much.
I just wanted to kind of like piggyback off of what she said, because like she said, she was in a bad situation at the time. The father wasn't around. She was struggling to take care of the kids that she had. And most of the women that have abortions, these are the things that they go through on a daily basis. And, I just want to say, instead of putting that billboard up, why didn't they go and buy some Pampers and buy some milk for these women that already have children
Because how much did that billboard cost to put
that
up?
they can't take care of?
It's ridiculous. We have it's so many other issues
Right.
that need to be addressed regarding women who get abortions, and as far as the reasons why. But
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I just want to say that I consider myself a feminist, and that women have the right to do whatever they want with their body. And women all over the world are castigated. Women in Africa are being forced to have circumcision. If a woman in America, every day 200 women go missing in America. Women are under attack in this country and all over the world. So I just want to say I support your efforts. I support you guys are very courageous to come forward and speak the truth. And people need to broaden their scope. What about all the children we have right now today that's going hungry and no one's doing anything about them?
exactly.
So if people want to eliminate abortion, give me an alternative. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that
Thank you.
positive call.
But no, he's right.
He is right, and that brings me to the next subject, which is this state in South Dakota that wants to legalize murdering abortion providers. And I feel like this is very sad that it would come to this, that someone would even fathom legalizing a law like that.
to kill someone.
And you're supposed to be pro-life. How are you pro-life when you want to murder somebody? Or you consider murdering somebody who's livable, who's viable, who's taking care of themselves, who's walking, breathing, talking. How are you for life if you're going to murder somebody?
Yeah, that and who was that backed by the Republicans?
Yes, it is backed by the Republicans. It says if the law is passed, that the definition or the phrase for it would be justifiable homicide. So it would basically say, like if I was pregnant and my father, the father of the soon-to-be father, didn't agree with my decision to terminate the pregnancy, he would have legal right to go and kill the provider that would be providing me with the abortion procedure.
That's insane. That's insane.
And it is very insane. And I'll just say, as I was going through like all the news and all the things going on around abortion and just women, period, it's just an attack on women. Like, it seems like,
Because, like, how did they even get to the point where it could have possibly been a bill? Like, how did you get that together? That's ridiculous.
I don't.
It's really disheartening because are we really at a place where we could legalize murdering a physician because of somebody's personal opinions about it? Because you're uncomfortable with it, it's okay for you to make a law that makes it illegal for me to have a procedure? That's ridiculous to me.
Very ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
And so, as I said, the attack on women continues, and that's just why we do the work that we do, because we want to uplift women and we want them to know that they have a choice, and their voice does matter. And if you don't take your stance, and things like this are just going to keep happening, and before you look up, we're going to be back to where we can't vote. We're going to be back to where it doesn't matter if we want to have children or not have children. It's going to be back to there. So
yeah, speaking on the topic of empowering women, Nicole found an article. It has been circling around some social media sites as well, like Twitter and on Facebook. But what you found about in your class?
No, actually, I was watching the news and it just struck me, and they were talking about it. And after I watched the news, I was like, let me go and find out what exactly does this say. What is this? Where did this come from?
Okay, so the article we're mentioning is it was an article entitled "Why Are Black Women Less Physically Attractive Than Other Women? Why Black Women but Not Black Men?" So basically, to get a gist of what this article is, it's the psychologist. He posted this article in a scientific fundamentalist scholarly art journal, and so he posted this article basically saying that it has been scientifically proven that black women are less attractive than any other race of women, which is just another attack on women, especially minority women. And when I read this, it just made me think about like the Sarah Baartman story, and all the other stories of women, and especially black women, where they were exploited. Their bodies were exploited, and it's crazy because it says that the reason why is because black women have higher testosterone levels than any other race of women, and that black men do too, but because they're men, it makes them look more masculine, which makes them more attractive. And it also said that black women are less attractive intelligently. Like, basically said that we have less intelligence than any other. I'm trying to find this one line that this article said.
Right.
That was ridiculous. It was so first the article, it's, as far as wording, there's not that many words in the article, but it's a lot of charts, and they have kind of scaled it. So it's on like a 5-point scale, 1 being very unattractive to 5 being very attractive. And so pretty much this psychologist had sampled, I believe it was 7 people, gave their opinions over a course of 7 years. And based on those results, he came with the notion that black women are less physically attractive than other women. And so, I can't find the line to recite it verbatim, but there's a portion at the article where he's like, the results show that black women and black men are less attractive than other races, but ironically they believe that they are the best looking of all the races. It's like, are you serious?
We have a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hi. I would also like to commend you ladies for stepping forward.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, caller. So, yeah. back to the article. It said that black women are less attractive intelligently, as far as intelligence, by body mass index, and a few other things. But you know, the one statement that she said about, ironically, we think that we are way more attractive than other races, I think is a good point, because that means that we rate high in self-confidence.
No, so we couldn't really get deep into what the article is, but I encourage, if anybody is interested in what this article is actually saying and who this psychologist is, the article, the name of it again is Why Are Black Women Less Physically Attractive Than Other Women? Why Black Women But Not Black Men? So Google it. Google the article. They had to actually pull it down, so it'll be kind of hard to find a link, but just Google it.
You might find it on a social site or something like that. But we must conclude the show. So if you want to put any input on the topics that we talked about today, or
suggestions, questions,
anything,
whatever the case may be, it doesn't necessarily have to be about abortion. Whatever questions you may have, just reach out to us. The number that you see, the 312-663-0338, that's our client line number. You can call that number if you need a procedure done Mondays from 2 to 4 p.m. Our main line is 312-663-0336. If you have any questions, you can reach us at that number.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.